Expected to debut in 2024, the iPhone 16 variants may be the first device to have Apple's first modem chip. In addition, we might see an upgraded Face ID technology, an ultra-premium Ultra model, and more. We may still have a while before the iPhone 16 models are released, but the leaks are already here, and we're here to keep you updated with the latest.
Let's check it out.
New model launch. Rebranding rumors surrounding Apple's iPhone flagship is nothing new. In an effort to further differentiate between the Pro and Pro Max models, Apple's been rumored to replace the Pro Max with a new flagship brand called the Ultra, bringing a slew of groundbreaking features on it. In the past, the Ultra moniker has been utilized for Apple's most advanced M1 CPU and stylish, high-end smartwatch, hence suggesting an iPhone 15 Ultra brand would bring a different level of innovations. Many industry analysts like Bloomberg's Mark Gurman and Ming-Chi Kuo corroborated the speculation back in 2022. However, instead of calling the Pro Max the Ultra, a recent claim from Mark Gurman suggests that Apple may launch an even more powerful iPhone to sit above both Pro models.
Mari, that's cool.
There's been talk within the corporation about doing so, and it just might be in time for the iPhone 16 2024 debut. Design changes. Apple tends to make major design changes every year, and recent leaks suggest that the iPhone 16 is where Apple plans to implement its following major design change. One rumor suggests that the company intends to replace the dynamic island camera space instead of the notch on the previous iPhone models. According to Ming-Chi Kuo, the iPhone 16 could be the first truly all-screen iPhone. That's not all. Apple plans to move Face ID technology below the display, leaving only the cutout for the front-facing camera. We'll talk more about the hidden Face ID display feature, so
don't go anywhere.
Leaks Apple Pro also claims the iPhone 16 Pro's dynamic island will be 50% smaller while still sporting a tiny pill at the top. Either way, we should expect a massive leap in the design. But as with all Apple rumors, we'll have to wait and see whether this one becomes a reality. However, more information about the iPhone 16 models should become available later, so subscribe to this channel to receive the latest news and updates. Apple-designed modem chips. Apple has been working on creating its own modem chip and antenna setup since at least 2019. This would allow the company to stop purchasing these parts from Qualcomm and Broadcom. Apple's first 5G modem chips might be introduced in the iPhone 16 in 2024. After experiencing setbacks in late 2022, Apple decided to delay the introduction of its own modem chips until 2024. By 2024, at least one new iPhone model will appear to include Apple's new modem technology. Apple's long-term goal is to develop a single chip that performs the roles of cellular modem, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. However, the first generation of the modem chip will include separate wireless components. Under-display face recognition technology. The Elect claims Apple hasn't given up and plans to introduce under-screen Face ID technology next year. The latter will allow the iPhone 16 Pro screen no holes or openings. Thus, the yet-to-come iPhone Pro models will be full-screen smartphones. Last year, Ross Young also said that Apple would adopt under-screen Face ID on the iPhone 16 Pro model in 2024. Apple would presumably use the same principle as the Galaxy Z Fold series under-screen camera. Speaking of cameras, the iPhone 16 Ultra is expected to feature a periscope camera.
Impressive.
However, that may not be so for the lower tiers. We'll go into more detail about this later, so stay tuned. In any case, if Apple decides to use an under-screen Face ID on the iPhone 16 Pro, the trend should continue. So we might see the Cupertino firm use under-display Face ID on the non-Pro iPhone range in 2025. USBC or Portless. Leaks Apple Pro claims that Apple has two iPhone 16 prototypes in development, one with a USB-C port and another without ports. Following new EU legislation requiring USB-C charging ports for numerous electrical gadgets.
That the European Union has passed legislation requiring all phones and gadgets sold in the EU to have a USB-C port.
The iPhone 16 will likely ship with USB-C connectors. Speculation has it that Apple will implement the new function with the iPhone 15, but the company has until the iPhone 16's release in 2024 to be in full compliance.
Obviously, we'll have to comply. We have no choice, as we do around the world, to comply to local laws.
Thus, it's reasonable to assume that it'll be included on all iPhone 16 models. There is also the remote potential that in 2024, at least one iPhone from Apple will feature a portless design that does away with the USB-C connector. That means MagSafe or another similar technology would be used for charging and data transfer, which sounds like a thrilling prospect. But what do you think? Leave your opinion below on which charging function you'd want to see included in the iPhone 16 versions. Camera features. Since it hasn't been long since Apple transitioned to a 48-megapixel camera and 8K video recorder, and both features are expected to return to the iPhone 16 models, according to Leaks Apple Pro. However, as it always is with Apple's cameras, we're allowed to raise our expectations as the leaker clarifies that Apple is actively striving to enhance HDR photos on this iPhone. The biggest camera leak, though, would be the introduction of a new periscope zoom lens. In a Twitter post, Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo says, "Only the highest-end model of the new 2H24 iPhone 16 series may have a periscope camera, not the two models of market expectation," indicating that the periscope camera will be reserved for the most expensive model of the iPhone 16. So anyone expecting it to be standard on the entry-level model will be disappointed.
That's bad.
Even with only a little information about the upcoming iPhone 16, we anticipate it will meet or exceed our expectations and are looking forward to it. As we said earlier, we might be getting a new Ultra model for the iPhone 16, which means the rumored iPhone 15 Ultra may not materialize this year. In our next video, we'll address this question. So if you're curious, watch our next video and learn all about it. Thanks for watching.
If you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe below.